All right, let me ask you a very serious question. What if you knew that right now you had all the attributes, all the skills, all the energy, and all the power to live out one of the most incredible lives the world has ever known? What if you knew that you had it deep down inside you and it was just waiting to get out? You had a giant within you that you were holding back from getting out to the world and doing the most incredible things, living the most amazing life with the most incredible people, doing things that really mattered. What if you knew that was all inside of you, and yet you weren't gonna let it out unless you found the key, you found the way to do it? Well, this was basically me in 2001, which was the worst year of my life. I was 30 years old, and I woke up in a hospital, and they had told me that I had just stopped breathing. Now, if I had been hit by a car or, fell off a building, then you could have said, well, these things happen. But I had just overdosed on heroin. And so it was all on me. And so here I was, this kid with great parents who got a degree from MIT, who was working on Wall Street, making good money. And there I was in the hospital, waking up after my overdose. And they were looking at this kid, and they were thinking, this guy's not going to make it another 3 months. And you know what? I barely did. But I made it out of New York City in 2001. I got to London, and I started to rebuild myself as a man. It took me 10 years to get back to where I had the fortitude, I had the confidence to start London Real. And then 11 years now, I've had the fortune of being mentored by some of the greatest minds in the world to get the greatest energy, the greatest ideas into my head. And now I know that all of us have this inside of us. And I know I almost missed it. And a lot of you see me waking up at 5:30 every morning, working every day, doing all these things for this show. And you might just think I'm a little crazy, and I am. But part of it is that I don't want to dishonor every day I'm given, because I almost didn't get these days. I almost didn't get to see my beautiful boys when I wake up every morning. I almost was dead in New York City at age 30. And so I look out there in the world and I bump into London Reelers all the time. And unfortunately, I see a lot of people that are basically dead. Yeah, maybe they didn't overdose from a heroin, but they have overdosed from a lot of self-inflicted bullshit. Maybe they're eating too much. Maybe they're consumed with social media. Maybe they're procrastinating. Maybe they have terrible relationships. Maybe they're broke as a joke. And they're basically killing themselves. And they don't realize it. Now, they might not die like I did, but they're going to wake up one day at 70 years old and think, what the fuck did I do with my life? And they're going to know deep down inside that it was a waste. And you know what? I don't like waste. And I think I'm here on this earth to try to make it possible for as many people as possible just to get to that next level. And to be honest, partially that's selfish. I want to live in a world where everyone brings their A game and brings out the best and serves the world in the best way possible and doesn't just phone it in and goes home to one of these houses and watches Netflix and binges on food and has no relationships and can barely pay the bills and has no purpose and has no contribution. I don't actually want to live around people like that. And now I know through the thousands and thousands of students that I've affected in our academy that I can change lives. And that's why, as this new year approaches us, I'm asking a few people, not many, if they want to be a part of my mentorship program, to take their lives to the next level, to stop giving themselves excuses, because it's not worth it. Your family, your future, the new version of yourself, why would you give that person excuses or those people excuses when you know you have all this power within you? And I've had some great mentors in my life, including Dan Pena, the $1 trillion man. And he used to say, Brian, you think you're a big deal and you're not. I see you 1,000 times more. You could be so great, and you just won't allow yourself to do it. And that's the way when I look at people like you. You could be 1,000 times more, and the only thing stopping you is you. And it could be done like that. It doesn't even take more effort. It actually takes more effort to struggle in silence and to wake up to a mediocre life every day than to just pull the trigger, go into the fear, and do the things you need to do. And so what I offer is this, a blueprint 8 modules of what you need to do, from your diet to your fitness to your relationships to your purpose to your social media to your finances. I offer you a community of like-minded people that are taking their lives to the next level, and me, access to me and everything I do. You can ask me questions every week, and that's what we're gonna do. And so if you're interested in this, go follow me on Instagram at @TheRealBrianRose, DM me the word mentor, and let's do this. Let's do something big, and let's create a beautiful new year. And stop with all this bullshit talk about the inflation and the recession and the winter and that's not the way it works inside our accelerator. Man, we're doing big things. We're not looking for excuses. We're taking fucking prisoners. And if you want to be a part of that energy, then come see me. DM me mentor. And let's fucking do this.